Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. You're looking amazing, by the way. Absolutely amazing. Better than me. I got a bit of a headache today. A bit of a thick head, but I'm pushing through. I'm getting through it. What's a headache? What is a headache? Nothing. I just need to drink more. Drink water. Anyway, we're going to be touching on something that's in the same vein as this morning. This is video 2, by the way, of 2. No, video 2 of 3, because the live stream in a few hours' time. But we're seeing more court documents come out, and part of the court documents are saying, look, they're stopping anything to do with anybody else having any way of communicating what is happening in the courtroom during these sessions, the Brian Kohberger trial. So what they're doing is they will be live streaming it. They will be the sole people to live stream it, but they can cut it at any time. So if somebody like Bethany Funk, for instance, or Dylan Mortensen comes to the stand, they can switch it off so people don't get to hand. So if one of them was to say, "Help, help! They've coerced me," like a burst out like that, it's we wouldn't get to see it. I'm not saying. I'm just anyway, but. What I do, like some people raised a valid question. That is, look, everyone's gagged. No one can say what they want to say. But it would seem Bill Thompson, he can say pretty much what he wants. And he doesn't seem to be covered by the gag order. Because back here, the spokesman review, this was in December 27th, he actually spoke to fucking media. Could you Adam and Eve it? And, so it's talking about the obviously this has been and gone now. The house is now gone, but it's saying that the house is going to be demolished this week. Here's why the defence and prosecution are okay with that before Kohberger's trial. Now, I know some people are going to turn around. They're going to argue that this isn't important enough to have an impact on the case, but a gag order is a gag order, and Bill Thompson is smack bang in the middle of it. So I don't see why he should be speaking to the media whatsoever about anything. Again, this seems to me that this is about I can talk to the media, I can talk to people when it suits me. And I can say what I want to just give enough of a nugget that feeds into a certain narrative. It's gonna control a certain mindset, and that is this is going to feed into that. Oh, they've got everything then. They're confident, which prior to trial is going to further feed into Brian Kohberger 100% being guilty. But then we've got what happened earlier today with the court documents painting a very different picture, that there is potentially things that they don't want the public to see in a situation that should be completely and utterly transparent. But anyway, what am I talking about? Look, it says the home where 4 University of Idaho students were stabbed to death last November in Moscow is set to be demolished on Thursday without a walkthrough by a jury because it is so substantially different now than at the time of the homicides, according to an email from Latah County Prosecutor Bill Thompson. And then it goes on. Let me just read through this. It just talks about the crime itself. The demolition of the home donated to the university after the students' deaths was allowed by both the prosecution and the defense, according to a release from the University of Idaho. See, that's quite clever wording, saying that it was allowed. Well, to be fair, it was the university who wanted to knock it down, and the defense and prosecution just didn't argue it. It's making it look like the prosecution and the defense actioned this. It's nothing to do with that. The university wanted a shot of it. The university planned to demolish the house in August, but it was delayed. The FBI returned to the property in October to scan the home. Funny that, isn't it? It's delayed. First of all, you don't need it. Then all of a sudden it's delayed. Then all of a sudden the FBI turn up in the property to complete their final walkthroughs. What did they need to do final walkthroughs for? I don't know. It fucking winds me up. The Gonsalves family attorney Shannon Gray wrote a statement on behalf of the family about the decision to demolish the home, in which he writes the house is one of the most critical pieces of evidence in the case, and that there is still value to keeping it up. And then you've got down here. Let me go and find it. Where are we? Bill Thompson, the lead prosecutor on Kohberger's case, wrote in a December 22 email to the university that the state-led team anticipates no further use of the home. So he's writing to the university saying that they have no need for it, no use for it. But then that email is getting leaked from someone to media. So I just don't get it. I genuinely just don't get it. It's bizarre to me. It's bizarre to me. They just seem to be, nothing makes sense in this case. The house being knocked down. They're knocking it down because it's not needed. It's so different, blah, blah, blah. But yet they're going in there the days up to the fucking thing coming down. Like literally the days before. Going in there at the last minute doing stuff. You've got a gag order that you've got this guy emailing and then somebody reporting to the media that he's been emailing discussing shit about the fucking house. You've then got situations where you're seeing documents saying that they're going to control what is going on in this courtroom, and if at any time they want to cut the feed, they're just going to cut the feed and hide what's being said. It's just bizarre to me. Absolutely bizarre to me. I don't get it. If you've got media in there anyway, and that media has the ability to go after the fact and say, so-and-so was in there and so-and-so was saying this, so-and-so said this, I don't see the difference between that being reported after the fact and having the cameras rolling. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you can cut it unless you feel that if something was so fucking wild that you could cut the feed, cease everything and address everybody in that court and threaten people, that if that is to go public or that is reported to the public, then there will be repercussions. That's the only thing that I can think of. I do not see, when you've got media in there, media representation, why you can cut the feed. What would be the point? What would be the point? Who's gagged? Why is everybody... Bizarro. I'll catch you in a few hours in the live. Trolls, and we'll probably talk about stuff like this. What do you reckon? Let me know down below. See you soon.